Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Today we're going to start out with Arkasodara tribal quest, the next in the storyline, and then we're going to head on over to Ranzadhan and continue on with the Hildibrand quest line. Let's not dilly-dally any further, we'll go ahead and talk to, what's her name again? Turna, and get started. Let me fix my camera, let's go. Leader to leader. Turna's shoulders are thrown back, and her stance is braced. Her normally jovial gaze looks steeled for trouble. Brilliant, and I'm glad to see you. Haven't made much headway on our Arkasodara problem, but let me tell you about the rest of it. Like I said, no tearful reconciliation or nothing, but having folks at the Mahanes been giving us peace of mind. Oh, I forgot I had this on her from earlier. Ogle's been stopping by when she can, too. She's gotten mighty good at riding. I think she's got the instincts of a racer. Once Ogle finds her groove, she's unstoppable. As a fellow adventurer, she makes me proud, if you say so. It obviously doesn't matter. If you say so. There's no doubt she's been setting a great example for our recruits. So much so that even the Radiant Host been asking us for guards and lookouts to patrol the roads. Oh, that's a good sign. Works out in our favor, seeing as we'll be the first to know if Akala ever decides to... But boss! Right on cue. Oh, wrong voice, whatever. We just got word. A whole mob of Arkasodara's closing in on us. And I don't think it's cause they got wind of our deal on what? Lasses? What the heck is last supposed to be? Or nothing either. They'll be here any moment, boss. What do we do? Gasa, go and find Ogle at Palika's stand and have her report here. Then I want you to make the rounds and tell folks in this area to be on alert. I've got a hunch Akala's only after us, but just to be safe. Myru, I want you to keep up your maintenance on the carts. No need to panic, but if matters should run awry, I want everyone to leave. Understand? I'm going to relay the situation to our friends at the Mahane. As for you, Brilliant, I'd like you to go and graciously welcome our Arkasodara guests. Oh, I'll welcome them all right. Any fights picked with you, you've got my permission to finish, but I don't want no blood on your hands. Don't mean to make things complicated, but that's how it's got to be. Oh, you want me to kill stuff? Okay. I'll owe you one. Report back when you've handled on things. When you've a handle on things, yeah? Sounds good to me. You get to go kill stuff. Rough them up a bit. Alright, where do we need to go? Okay, 3 markers. Let's take them out. Excuse me, sir. Suspicious disturbance. Hello, sir. Alright, I pressed this, and then I completely forgot that I was actually using it. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. Ooh, 2. I forgot that they're naked. We're used to them wearing clothes now because we've seen Arkasodara all the time. There we go. 2 down, 1 to go. It's just throwing me off when I see them. Just the elephants. Like, shouldn't you be wearing some clothes? Oh, only 1 this time. I guess there's no point in me putting this here since it requires the 3 charges. Probably be putting something that I use more often. Like I could probably put these back up here. Yeah, let me try doing that. Put these here. Because these are executed not near as often. Yeah, these 2 have the same cooldown. This is used to double the attack that I used on my 5 here. And then this is used when I get 3 ticks. I don't know what this one's for, because I haven't unlocked it yet, because obviously it's level 90. I don't know when to use this. Anyway, let's head back to Arkasodara. And let Turna know that we took care of the bad boys. Oh, right, over here. At the entrance. Wahaha! You're home! Conquest for Akala. Gasa apprised me of the situation. I came as quickly as I could. I'm glad I made it in time, but to think a whole bunch of bloodthirsts got Kasura maybe not be far behind. Ogle, are you sure you're the one, that should be handling this situation? Welcome back. As you can see, we're in a bit of a deadlock with our favorite hippo enthusiast here. This is hardly the time to be glib, Turna. But rest assured, I'm prepared to do all that is necessary in self-defense, even if it should be a swift and decisive offense. Hold on a moment. I'm angry, Ogle. When I think about Akala, what Akala's stolen and whose he's hurt, I start boiling like afternoon soup. But skewering him ain't gonna solve this bigger issue. I say we talk first. See if we ain't so different after all. You too weak for Akala. Leave hippos, go. You want us to leave, Savarna? That ain't an option, and you know that. But if you got such a hankering for our hippo carts, there is another way. You could always join us. I didn't expect that, but that's not a bad idea. Me and my associates, and me and my people, we built this place to welcome us. When nowhere else could. So there ain't no version of this where we simply up and leave because you demand it. But you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You know what it's like to have no place to welcome home. To need to take care of your people, no matter what. That's why I don't want to fight you. Your people, no place for home, but you protect people. You, same as Akala. But Akala hit your people. Tell the truth, you'll forgive no Akala. Like I said, I'm angry. No one messes with my family and gets away with it. That's why I want to settle things with you, leader to leader, fair and square. Wahahaha! Akala hits stronger than weak you. Akala win! Sure, keep on violence, ain't you? Sure, keen on violence, ain't you? When I say settle things, I'm not talking about a fight. I'm talking about a race on hippo carts. Are we racing, boys? If I lose, I swear on my honor as a racer that I'll agree to your terms. But if I win, you repent for what you've done and you join us. Peaceably. Deal? You, fool! Akala win race. Take coupos, take wagons. You can try. We'll start the race about the harbor town right there and ride to the high road, all the way up past the quarry further on. Agree. Akala wait in town, but Akala wait not long. Well, he was more reasonable than I expected, but lest he decide to perpetrate any knavery, I shall keep a sharp eye over him. Okay, Ogle, sure. Any knavery. Alterna, I didn't expect that, but it's not a bad idea. I ain't gonna go back on what I said, but I really should have called Akala out on that. But I really shouldn't have called Akala out like that. Not because I think I'll lose, not on my life, but we had to crawl our way back up from being nothing but reckless misfits, and now that we've made something of ourselves, I'm gonna ride the high road and blow whatever respect we earned to the wind. What's done is done, I guess. Now we just gotta focus on keeping things fair. Don't want a color working a traverse around us, not when everyone's futures are at stake. Damn it all. How are we supposed to make this work? What if we raced over... What if the race was a sanctioned event? If I had a crowd to watch, our call is not likely to work anything else. Yeah, he's not gonna do anything if everybody's watching. That's genius, Brilliant! An official hippo race between the Arkasodara and Gajasura. That should be, well, legendary. If we do that, not only do we stay legitimate, but we'll be hosting an event that everyone can enjoy, like a festival. I know I said our racing days are over, but this is gonna be one of the chronicles, Brilliant. I'll show you a race you'll never forget. Alright, I'll have Ogle smooth things over with the Radiant Host while my associates spread the word about our up-and-coming scurry. Come, meet me in Hildibrand. Can't keep Akala waiting too long. Oh, we're gonna do the whole race now? I thought it was gonna be the next quest. Anyway, let's get on over to Hildibrand. Leave supervising Akala to me. Rest assured, I shall not be fainting anytime soon. Mind over matter, as grandmother would say. Mind over matter. Yeah. Ogle said the Radiant Host was a little perplexed, but they gave us their blessing nonetheless. Better to settle our differences peacefully, in their words. My associates are out gathering the locals, so let's talk terms with Akala while we can. Okay, we're not doing their race now. We're just going to talk terms and set up the race. You not ready? Akala ready. Akala no patience. Keep your armor on. We've got to wait for our audience to show up. Don't want to start without our kinsfolk cheering us on now, do we? Kins, race, battle. Not show off, no kins. Come on, Akala. Our kins are going to make sure both sides play fair. Besides, if you win, they'll officially be your kins, right? Fine, Akala accept kins. Speaking of which, I've got a proposition for you. Seeing as this race is going to determine the future of both our peoples, I'd like to declare it a cooperative effort. Only the two of us will be riding the track, of course, but my team is going to be backing me up from the sidelines. You're welcome to do the same if you'd like. Battle. Arkala win alone. Arkala strong. If that's so, alright then. Brilliant. Let's talk. Okay. Where's Kin? Arkala ready to win. I think it goes without saying that this race ain't gonna be about hippo riders. The whole island and all the people on it are counting on us to win this. So here's my plan. I'm going to give you a link pearl, like the ones me and my associates use. That way we can be in contact during the race. I'll have Maru and Gasa standing by at key points along the track so that they can give you updates on our progress. I want you to use that information to advise me during the race. Sound okay? Not to lay on the pressure or anything, I take full responsibility for how I ride, but just in case I lose my head, I want you to keep me focused. Chief Strategist reporting for duty. I think I already lost my head somewhere, but I'll do my best. Oh, if you insist. Thanks, pal. I'm counting on you. All that's left is getting Saria. I keep on saying this thing wrong. Saria, ready to run. But then there's nothing else stopping us. She likes those bright colors. What do you reckon the chances are that the rainbow conveniently popping out of nowhere, eh? If only. Boss, there's a rainbow on the horizon. I made it, boss. Boss, Maru, what are you doing here? And sweating like Ogle in a gotcha's head. What happened? What's the matter? Nothing, boss. I brought you something for the race. Saria goes wild for... Oh yeah, this is him, not her. Saria goes wild for bright colors, right? So I used some of your leftover gold to make a rainbow. Oh man, that's really... You really just bring a rainbow. Just throw this and she'll be perked right up for sure. What's Ogle doing over there? This ain't a sign from... If this ain't a sign from the divinities, I don't know what it is, Maru. Maru, you Hamsahid. You really came through. We're gonna win this thanks to you. I'll save this for just the right moment. Can't hit the ground running too hard, after all. Keep that in mind when you're coaching me. Pacing is important for a race this long. Anyone go on ahead to the goal... Anyway, go on ahead to the goalpost over at the Giant Skull grounds. I'll see you when I bring home a victory. Maru, I want you watching the high road around the Great Walk. I'll fill you in on the details by link pearl. Alright, Arkala, you're going down. Where's Kittens? Arkala ready to win, right. Alright, so where do we need to go? Yeah, let's teleport to Palika's stand and fly up there. So I guess we are doing the race. I thought we weren't for a minute there. Okay, let's fly on up there and get ready to race, I guess. Let's see, where do we need to go exactly? Ah, right now, the destination. Oh, it's the boy again. I really hope Turna wins this race. From what the teacher says, if the Gajasura... Oh, right, teacher is, Ogle. If what teacher says... From what teacher says, if the Gajasura end up taking over Thavnair, we're all in trouble. Yeah. She might be a little, biased. Anyway, let's wait at the destination and get ready to watch this amazing race. Teacher, we're already over here. It seems the preparations at the goalpost are complete. Racers, are you ready? Citizens of Thavnair, I welcome you to the very first Honish Hippo Hustle, representing the Arkasodara and our very own Hippo riders, Turna, representing the Gajasura, the mighty Akala. Racers, take your mark. Get set. Go! And they're off. Akala takes an initial lead, and I'm not gonna try doing that. Akala win! Run, run! Conquest for Akala! I'm not gonna try and commentate it like a horse race. Or, a hippo race. The goddess are a bastard, pushing our precious hippo that hard. I'm so mad, I'm sweating blood. The boss is eating dust, but the road's not looking too good up ahead. What's your call? Only maintain our pace. Don't lose to that bastard. Full speed ahead. Save your strength. The road's looking rocky. Right, we'll hold fast. Come on. They're passing by the Great Walk, and it looks like this hippo might be reaching its limit. Not surprised to see how hard he's pushing it. Chances are good a call is not going to take much more of a lead, but it's your call. Go, Turn a Hippo Zergo. No. Hold steady. Loud and clear. We'll bide our time for the grand finish. Yo, fast! More fast! Run, run, run! The two hippo carts are hurtling towards the goal at breakneck speed. Give your final piece of advice to Turna for the win. Boss, give it everything we've got. Unleash the rainbow. Yeah, we've been waiting for this. Get ready to see lightning. So yeah, let's go. Eyes literally lighting up. Versus still, no matter what you say, it's gonna end up winning. Just barely. Yeah, just barely. Gotta keep it dramatic. Who won? Who was it? I mean, I wonder who. Akala win? I mean, no, Akala. You're not the main character. By a hippo's nose, the victor of the Hunnish hippo whistle is Turna! Akala lose? Why? You trick Akala? No, you're just a dum-dum. No, we didn't trick you. We just know here are hippos, that's all. What do they like? How much they can take? Hippos are living, breathing creatures, same as us. Having to run that hard for that long, all while pulling a heavy bloke like you. No mystery your hippo melted its grease. Hippo slow because grease melt. Akala understand. No, I don't think he does. And I did say that your people could support you during the race, but you insisted on riding alone. They're your battle brothers, ain't they? I bet they would have loved to help. I might be in charge, but I've got to rely on those to protect my people, on others to protect my people. I'm not hesitating. You can only do so much by yourself. By yourself. Of course, trusting folks enough to do that, it didn't exactly come naturally to me either. Me and my people, we used to be nothing but a bunch of misfits. We didn't really belong here, and no one really wanted us around in the first place. People like us ain't got a lot of options. You either scrape by on the outskirts, so that you ain't a bother, or leave for someplace new and hope that you can prove yourself somehow. But it ain't gonna be like that. You can be you and still build trust and contribute something positive, however small. Misfit or no, at some point, you realize that none of us are really so different. Except that you guys wear clothes except you guys don't wear clothes and we do. So I believe in you, Akala. I think if no good racers like us can turn things around, and you and your people can too. You ain't gotta conquer nothing to protect your brothers now. A deal's a deal, right? Join us. Become a hippo rider and see where the cart takes you. Akala, your words understand. Akala, you, not different. But Akala Gajasura, this bad. Our tribes may have their differences, but as for you and me, that's just a recent rivalry now. And everyone watching saw how hard you were trying for your people. Might take some time, but I think you'll find a place here. So, what do you say? Come back with us to Savannah. Akala, accept. And we will teach you to talk in complete sentences. Akala lose race, sad, but for Battle Brothers, new home. Akala protect brothers, so Akala glad, much glad. Well, let's wrap this up. Thanks for the stellar advice. Couldn't have done it without you. Ain't no way I was losing, but I'm glad that this didn't end with the colorless people being chased off the island. It got a little tense when a bunch of Arkasodara came walking in, bold as brass, but I explained the situation and everyone's being good-hearted about it. It's like I said, none of us are so different. But enough about that. People loved the race. When was the last time I rode like that? Wind against my face, crowds cheering me on. Heh, now that I think about it, might have been a first. Next time the Hanashibo Hustle rolls around, we should start it from Savarna. Or finish it, or both. Think of the traffic we'd get at the main. True. Who knew thinking up new ways to excite other folks would be so, well, excited? All of this, is thanks to you, Brilliant. I can't thank you enough. Alright, let's get to it. Our brand new racing gate ain't gonna build itself after all. I wonder who's gonna be making that racing gate. Poor Maru. Man, this place is bustling. I know it still looks weird to see a bunch of naked elephants, since we've been seeing them with their clothes on. In commemoration of the historic race between the representatives of the Arkasodara and Arkasodara people, and the peace thereby achieved, a gate has been erected in Savarna. The Hippo Riders' reputation has soared to legendary heights. Backed by their diligence and hard-earned skill, Turna and her associates will continue to spread joy throughout all of Thavnair. Cool. So that wraps up the main part, and then there's going to be one after that, I believe. Yeah, there's one after that, which will be the Bloodsworn rep. Not the Bloodsworn. The final rep. Reputation has increased to Sworn. You have achieved Sworn. More experience points. Access to wider selection of wares. Ride or die. And I think, let me double check. I believe there is one more after that. Yeah, there's one more after that, and then that'll wrap up the Arkasodara quests. But let's go ahead and check on the peddler and see what we unlocked this time. I don't think this gets us the mount. No, I think it does get us the mount. I already got the gotcha. Yeah, okay, this gets me the mount. Go ahead and get that. And nope, not. Oh yeah, I bought blackjack too. Ah, there's the hippo cart. Oh yeah. Now we're riding with style. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, let's go ahead and... I bet you weren't expecting hippos to fly, were you? Anyway, let's head on over to Radzidhan, and we'll get started with the 6.2 Hildibrand quest. I'll just go ahead and teleport over there. I'll update the stream text. So I believe we need to talk to, of course, Nashu. Let me just double check. This quest should be Lunar Conspiracy. Lunar Conspiracy. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Nashu and get started. Lunar Conspiracy. Nashu Makaraka. Nashu Makaraka awaits your approach, like a butterfly poised to set off a hurricane. Yeah, that sounds about right. Brilliant! I have a new lead, and just as I promised, you're the first to know. Before we get into the details, though, I should give you back your soul container. Oh, yeah, please do. Those are kind of important. I gave it a good scrub first, of course. Being the gentleman that he is, I'm sure the inspector wouldn't want to leave any lingering spiritual odors. Those aren't a thing, Nashu. I think. There. Now you can listen to my findings without having distracted thoughts like, when is Nashu going to give me back my soul container? Now, as for the lead I mentioned, I was just thumbing through a periodical and found an article on alien abduction. Of course she did. The way it was described was almost exactly what happened to the inspector. It even had a little diagram of a man swimming in midair. I rewatched those cutscenes before we started this, and I remember that. Anyway, the author seemed convinced that the victim had been taken to the moon. Oh, well, okay, let's head on over there. I can get to the moon. The crackpot theory sounds awfully familiar. Why does this sound like the kind of rubbish the Thavnarian Truth publishes? That's because it is. You remember Dorian, the editor-in-brief. Every single line in this is a joke. He was the one who wrote it. And he plans on doing research for the next edition on the moon itself. Apparently there's a portal or something in Garlemald so that we can take you straight there. How does he know about this? Oh, but a world-hopping adventurer like you must have been to the moon already. Like it's just some normal thing that we're just gonna go to the moon? Okay. Know it like the back of your hand, I bet. Well, I mean, I can fly there, but... I thought so. It'll be nice to have an expert guide us there to help me search for clues. What say you? To the moon, Nashu! We shouldn't be so quick to trust nonsensical ramblings of a man who sees aliens in every shadow. But an alien did steal away the inspector, just like Dorian said. I, for one, have faith in his journalistic intensity. Nashu, you might wanna temper your expectations a little bit. And even if it wasn't an alien, that funny little ship did look like it was heading moonwards. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, I guess. Right, I'll start packing my bags. And all your bombs. I didn't know what the weather was like on the moon, but I remember Garlemald being a bit chilly the last time I was there. Why was she in Garlemald? Oh right, because he was probably searching for the inspector. While Garlean rule was still active? During the Civil War? Nashu, you really need to be more careful. Oh, well, I guess we're heading to Camp Broken Glass. Let's head on over there. Bought a bunch of Aetheryte tickets the other day. Although I'm kind of burning through them pretty quickly. Alright, Nashu, where are you? And she's still wearing the exact same thing as she always does. Then again, she didn't exactly change when she was in Korthus during the Heaven's Ward quests. Oh, it's much colder than I remember. I should hope this lunar gate is close. Kinda. The Tower of Babel? You mean that big spiky spire? That's one way to describe it. Well, we definitely shouldn't get lost on the way there. Let's get moving. Okay, Nashu. I guess I'll fly on over to the Nether Gate. I think that's what it's called. Yep, the Nether Gate. We'll see. We'll get there in just a minute. Alright, I don't have Teamcraft up. Let's see if the Field Mustard is up. I think that spawns at like 8. So shouldn't be up right now. No. It's not gonna be up for another 23 minutes. Must have just missed it. Yesterday I said I finished up my Dark Knight anima weapon, and then last night I actually finished up my Summoner anima weapon, so now I'm actually working on the Warrior one here. Since Warrior is my most played class, might as well get the Relic weapon for it. And for the Manderville weapons, the first one I'm going to do is my Warrior weapon. Although I'm pretty sure the first one isn't higher than the 620 axe I have already, so I'm not gonna end up using it, but I still need to get it for the rest of them anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Nashu. Looks like she beat us here, of course. So, this thing will send us up to the moon. Just like that? Courage, Nashu. The world is in grave danger, and people deserve to know. I have to reach the moon so I can expose the truth. Bruh. As I have explained to you twice already, I can only allow passage to authorized travelers, which you are not. Ah, you're telling them, aren't you? You're with them, aren't you? The aliens who infiltrated every layer of our society. Right. What in blazes are you talking about? I'm Dalmascan, born and raised. Oh, it's Dorian, the editor-in-briefs. That's Dillian, editor-in-chief, thank you very much. And you were friends of the abducted, I believe. Brilliant, greetings, my sister. Are you acquainted with this man by any chance? Nope, never seen him before. He exposited in my direction once. I mean, that's one way to say it. No, nor am I affiliated with him in any way, shape, or form. Yep. No, I don't know him at all. I wouldn't think so. He doesn't seem like the kind of company a hero like you would keep. But brilliant! Aren't you forgetting the whole conversation we had with Dorian back in Ramsden? I have no recollection of these events. Brilliant, as in Brilliant Mason, Slayer of Gods, Savior of Ishgard, Liberator of the Provinces, Stealer of Pants? What? I didn't do not such thing. How did I fail to recognize such an unbelievably famous individual? Because I didn't want you to? As a champion of the people, you have a duty to lead us through this fact-strangling checkpoint. We cannot let your comrades' abduction go unsolved. He needs you, and the world needs my next article. No, they don't. And you believe he was taken to the moon? I mean, I think so. Well, that certainly sounds like an emergency to me. Your acquaintance here seems sincere in his desire to help, so I will grant him special dispensation to accompany you just this once. You may proceed to the Nethergate. Mysterious forces have thrust us together, and though I trust the fates about as much as I trust that obviously compromised gate guard, I will leave no moonstone unturned. The truth is up there. Right. Sure, bro. Sure. Well, back to the moon. Is this it? Are we here? Yeah, I'd say we're here. Ooh, the moon is just as white and shiny up close. But not made of cheese, and no sign of the Inspector Hildibrand either. So, we've already arrived. The Empire's technology is more impressive than I feared. No, this isn't the Empire's technology. Over there! The aliens have built some kind of forward base on the lunar surface. No, it wasn't the aliens. We must sneak in and blow the lid on their invasion plans. Dillian, get back here. Looks like Dorian has a lead. Come on, we should follow him. Sorry, Watcher. I kinda let some crazy person in. Aliens! Honest to God, aliens! I never expected them to be so tall, or so small and bunny-like. Welcome. If I had known I was receiving any visitors, I would have sent for more tea. That voice speaking into my head. I don't know the words, but their meaning is clear. Are they wielding psychic powers to try and brainwash me? No. You all right here there, friend? Need help with anything in particular? This one speaks our tongue fluently. Learned it from your Charlian collaborators, I'll wager. Don't think you'll fool me with your adorable bunny noses and silken ears. I'll print the truth before you arrive to beguile my fellow man. Can we slap this guy? You're one of Urianchi's friends, aren't you? I'm not sure who or what put such odd ideas into your companion's head, but would you mind setting him straight for me? I don't think that's possible. The Loputs are not alien invaders, although their adorableness does belie their capacity for shenanigans. Yep. The Loputs are allies of all mankind. Misguided attempts to make us live off carrots alone notwithstanding. They got to you, didn't they? Shut up, dude. You're getting annoying. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I've heard the rumors about the disbanded Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The formal secret society has in truth become all the more secret that it may pull our leader's strings from the shadows. Hold it right there, mister. I won't stand here but listen you slander Brilliant or this lovely bunny any longer. You better not libel them neither. What? That's not how I usually would see libel used. Probably a different word. We actually came in search of Inspector Hildibrand, a dashing gentleman who we think was brought here by a shining flying saucer. You wouldn't happen to have seen either of them around here, would you? I'm afraid I have seen neither. Long was it my duty to keep watch, but as the need for constant vigilance has since ended, I have grown accustomed to idleness. It's rather refreshing, really. Anyway, perhaps the Loperts may have observed this man or his abductor. I would have remembered if I had. The others might have seen something, though. Why don't I take you over to Bestway's burrow, and you can ask them about it yourself? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Please, lead the way. If nothing else, getting an eyeful of the facilities we built for the benefit of mankind should help reassure your suspicious friend here. Yeah, I really want to slap this guy. He's gone well past being annoying. Or, he's gone well past being funny. It was funny like the first 2-3 times, but it's just getting irritating at this point. Give him a good slap, knock some sense into him. Good gods! I do enjoy doing the voice though. I knew it. Seeing the burrow in all its magnificence has left your friend speechless. I don't think that's a good thing. So many bunnies! If they can build a forward base on this scale, then what hope does mankind have against them? Damien, shut up. Oh, for the love of carrots. This is not a military operation. Do you see any cannons or assault craft? We haven't any weaponry at all. Take your time and chat with whomever you like. As for me, I've got a perfectly innocuous and not at all nefarious thing to do. Bye now. Sounds like he's got a very nefarious thing to do. Right then, let's get on with the investigation. Lashu and Damien are now accompanying you. Yeah. Okay, where are we going first? Oh, right here. Look, they even have an aetheryte here. An aetheryte? A convenient tool for meeting with their Charlian co-conspirators, no doubt. Oh, they'll tell you your aetherites were an elegant invention, but it was really just one of the many alien technological secrets received in exchange for their undying loyalty. link pearls too. Be careful what you say on those private calls. The Charlians are always listening. Okay, I like that one. Let's see. Yep, let's go ahead and head on over here. Let's see, who are we talking to? Ah, Languid Loprit. Oh, I often stretch my legs out there under the stars, but I can't say I've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Sorry. Not to worry. We'll try our luck elsewhere. Thank you. Furry-faced liars, a lot of them. They're probably hiding the entire fleet of alien attack craft. Maybe if I slap him enough, he'll shut up. Oh, right, where to next? Another speech bubble? Cool, this is a big fan, but it must get hot in here. A propulsion engine? Of course! This is no mere moon. Oh, well, actually, that's technically true. You know the satellite upon which we stand was never a natural celestial body, right? It was a great fabrication of the ancients. Again, he's not actually wrong this time. They were in contact with the aliens, even back then. But the purpose of their ambitious construction has eluded us, until now. It's obvious that the moon is a colossal starfaring vessel. You're a bit behind the times, bro. Alright, who are we talking to next? There we go. Lopert Promoter. Oh, ever since we built the Excitotron 6000, we got all kinds of people around here. Could you describe your missing friend in a bit more detail? He's a gentleman. Well, he's very gentlemanly and dapper. If you look past the almost certainly tattered state of his clothing. Though their fashion sense can be a bit erratic, our visiting adventurers are always dressed impeccably. Not to be rude, but I've got a feeling your friend would have stood out in that crowd. He's probably strapped to a table somewhere, even as we speak, enduring unspeakable experiments. From what I've pieced together so far, the giant alien is the master, and all these smaller xeno-bunnies are artificial life forms. He's not quite wrong, but he's definitely not right. Created to serve as minions in his armies. Their harmless appearance is part of the strategy. As soon as you let your guard down, snap! They take you down like a pack of tiny herbivore wolves. Bruh. Dorian has some interesting theories, doesn't he? Being nibbled to death by a mob of cuddly bunnies doesn't sound like a bad way to go. If you say so, Nashu. If you say so. Alright, let's head over to the next one. Who are we talking to next? Weaving Way. No gentleman in ragged clothes, I'm afraid. But I did spot an object in flight that I couldn't immediately identify. Well, doesn't that make it an unidentified flying object, then? It was well. I was out gathering materials in the south of Marilomentorum. I presumed it was just another elegant relic on a new species of floating jellyfish, and didn't think too much about it. Hold on, what was this about floating jellyfish? Oh no, Dorian's gone. Cool. Now that sounds promising. Thank you for your time. Oh no. What's he gonna make of this? What's this then? A pod for growing new xenobunnies? Xenobunnies? They must plan to produce them in the millions and overwhelm us with their sheer fuzzy numbers. Ah, how could I have been so blind? These aren't ears, they're psychic wave generators. They lure people close with their precious little faces, and then bam, brainwashed. Dorian, shut up! I figured it all out, alien scum, and once the whole world reads my special edition, your dreams of domination will be done for! Ha! What a strange and oddly aggravating man. Is he a friend of yours too? No. He thinks he's a friend to the people, and I don't think any people are his friends. Right, let's get out there and find that flying object. Do you know which direction is south? Which direction is south? Wait, I'm coming with you. Don't leave me alone with the brainwashing Xenobunnies. Sure, Dorian. I think that might do you good. Alright, I guess we're gonna head out here. Yep. Fly on out here and get to... I could probably take, Am I able to take Argos? Because that should be around where Argos takes me. Yeah, I mean, I think that's where the gate is. Argos, you want to give me a ride? Sure. Now this is something you can write a story about. Giant fluffy dog. How much longer do we have on this quest? So this is the first of the 2 quests that were added with 6.25. So we'll need to see, I need to see how much more there is. Once we finish this quest, I'll probably take a very short break, and then we'll go ahead and continue on after that. Depending on how much longer that second one will take, we might do a little bit more. Because like, I kind of want to unlock Island Sanctuaries. Now, I'm probably not going to be doing much of that on stream, because it's mostly just a grind. And like a daily thing. Oh, right, Nashu? So many stars, like a million twinkling teeth in a great big gentlemanly smile. We have to find him, Brillian. Okay, now where's Dorian? There he is. Oh, don't worry about that. There was just a big bad god hit sealed there that I killed. You know, normal stuff. How could you leave me behind? Surely you know the first rule of alien hunting. Never split the party. Did it ever occur to you that it was intentional? Anyway, let's head on over to this vantage point to see if we can find our UFO. Search for a flying object. Okay, sure. Let's see. Flying object? Where are you? I see Dorian. Dorian is searching high and low for any sign of alien vessels, like a true professional. I see Argos and Nashu. Nashu is roaming around with Argos, already forgetting why she is out here. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, do we see any UFOs? So is it gonna come like zooming across the screen, or is it like in view right now and I'm blind? What? Oh, we got the stupid, crazy kid. He's not a kid, he's an old Lala. It's always Lala, this isn't it? Ah, there it is. And there it goes. Come on, we can't let it get away. Every time. We did it, Brilliant. We found the inspector. Case closed. Horrendous! Only aliens could subject a man to such callous and physically impossible fate. No. This is just Hildibrand. What? Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or do they see a whole field of planted Hildibrands? Oh no, are we gonna hit clones? Well, well, and what delightful surprise we have here, wherever here happens to be. My, what an impressive specimen of a gentleman you are, good sir. The same could be said for you, my good man. He doesn't what do it. Oh no, they're all just gonna be flexing. Oh no. Is this an extemporaneous gentleman's club? That's not the kind of gentleman's club you want to go to. If I may be so bold as to join you. Oh no. What in the name of the occult is happening here? Where did they all come from? They're phantom Hildibrands created by refraction of starlight through swamp gas. I think it's supposed to be a parody of some conspiracy theory, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to look it up. Could they be Hildibrand's clones grown by alien laboratories' flesh vats? Both of them are terrible. Imposters, you mean? Don't worry, I know how to find the real inspector. Bombs? Yep, bombs. Oh right, I guess he's gonna be the only one that'll survive. Cease and desist, Nashu. Use your powers of deduction, not destruction. They are all so authentic and synchronized. I honestly can't tell the difference. Oh, she blew it out. Well, look no further, for I am the one and only Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, and inspector extraordinaire. The one and only. I believe that would be me, good sir. How odd! I think you find that I am the original Hildibrand. Oh, I am more than certain that I am Hildibrand. As am I. Oh no. Could it be that we are all Hildibrand? Oh no. Positively marvelous! No! This isn't good! I propose we celebrate this auspicious moment as only a mob of manderville men could be. With salamander oil? Of course, they're all gonna dance in a circle. Obviously. What manner of waking nightmare is this? Okay, I agree with you on this one, Damien. This is both amazing and terrifying. What are the aliens gonna think of this? Uh-oh. I guess none of them were Hildibrand. Oh, there he is. And that thing. Apologies for the confusion, my friends. I assure you that this time you stand in the presence of the imitatable? Imitable. I don't know how to say that. Hildibrand Hildior Maximilian Manderville. And this diminutive blue chap is my new associate, Master Poo-Poo. What? Another alien species! Shut up, Damien. Of course! You're building a clone army to invade our star, and what we stumbled upon was a field test. I do not believe we've had the pleasure, my excitable fellow, but I promise that my amicable, sure, Master Poo-Poo was no desire to wage any clone wars. Then what is this all about? Are you telling me you weren't abducted? Well, I mean, I was, but a simple misunderstanding. Yes, convenient migraine time. Oh ho ho! What a charming little rascal you are! An offshoot of the Mandagora family, perchance? Poo-poo-poo-poo-poo-poo-poo. Poo-poo? Ah, I see. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Master Poo-poo. Ahem. Might I inquire as to our current whereabouts? I'd been recently reunited with Nashu and Brillian. Would greatly appreciate it if you could convey me back to my prior location. And just keep swimming. Splendid! Full speed ahead, my dear fellow. Steady on now. This is not what I had in mind. What? And that's how we got all the clones. My word, you've generated a veritable battalion of identical gentlemen. Surely the world could never safely contain so much pure medical magnificence. Could you perchance reverse the process? Oh no. This is even worse than before. Just a giant bomb. Oh no! Okay. Oh no, one got away? That's not good. Oh gods! No, not like that! Mummy! It looks like there's one that got away. That's probably not a good thing. Thus, I have concluded that Master Poo-Poo has no grasp of common tongue, and his true intentions, while surely peaceable, remain woefully unclear. That does not sound good. It was only through frenzied gestures that I managed to direct him back here and have him clean up our Mandeville multiplicity incidents. Poo-Poo, I hail. Poo-Poo-Poo-Poo from Star. Poo-Poo, a great distance from here. Poo-Poo, I came in search of a friend whose communications halted mid-exploration. All this way to aid a comrade in distress, you say? The devotion, the determination, your touching story has sunk its hooks into my heart. Fear not, my blue-hued friend, for I, Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have attached myself to this case like a stubborn barnacle on a kraken's behind. Poor thing. I swear to you, here and now, I shall scour all of creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for the missing comrade that you so desperately seek. So apparently we can understand him. That's probably something with the echo. Like, Kryla can talk to animals or something like that. Not talk to animals, but like... hear what they say? Oh, okay, I gotta actually switch to a level 90 class to finish it. An entirely new species of alien! This issue of the truth will need to be a special double edition. Damien, no. Mr. Poo-Poo's eyes make me feel dizzy. Like swirls that go round and round and around 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 and around. I am glad you are here to help ward off any more misunderstandings. Tell me, Brilliant, how is it that you were able to understand Master Poo-Poo's language? I'm special. I'm the main character. The power of echoes? Ah, you mean persistent repetition? No. It sounds similar to the wonderful art of parley. Let's just continue. You're saying that you have an extrasensory ability that allows communication with aliens? How fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed. Pending mysteries aside, I am glad indeed to once more be in the company of my faithful assistant and his stalwart contemporary both. Oh. That wraps up Lunar Conspiracy. Next one is The Imperfect Gentleman. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and do that, but first I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Yeah, that's a good background, let's use that. First I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright. Let's get back to it. Go ahead and talk to the agent of inquiry. Oh, Mr. Poo-Poo. Gotta talk to him first. Okay, we need to talk to him already. Right, let's talk to Hildibrand and get on with the second quest. The imperfect gentleman. Now that's ominous. Unfazed by events that would shatter the mind of a lesser man, Hildibrand stands ready to begin his next case. So begins the case of the silent correspondent. Not to rain on your parade, but my friend who was somewhere on your star stopped sending me messages is not a lot to go on. I've spent years investigating the existence of aliens, and recent experiences notwithstanding, they are not easy to find. Clearly, you're not looking in the right places. Then you don't know Inspector Hildibrand. He'll soon solve this case, and he's solved countless others with unerring perception and chance. Aha, ha, ha, ha. Well said, Nashu. I need to relinquish conscious thought to investigate instinct. Right, oh, sure. What? And the clues will flow to me forthwith. Right. Lose yourself in deductive current, Inspector. You're channeling, aren't you? Contacting a higher power to breach the veil of mystery. Another fascinating development. No, Damien. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. I'm thinking all over. Thought you'd like to know that I spotted that chap you were asking about. You know, the well-muscled gentleman with tattered clothing and dazzling teeth. You mean this gentleman? We found him too. Well, this can't be right. I just saw him in the north of Merlin-Mentorum, and he ran the other way when I called out. I don't understand how he arrived before me. I have a feeling, Mr. Bunny, sir, that what you saw was an imposter. Brilliant. Would you mind asking Mr. Poo-Poo if he was growing any more inspectors on the moon? Just casually growing other people. You know, normal alien stuff. Poo-Poo, I only created a single batch, and one did manage to escape the vaporization beam. That individual's behavior was unpredictable. A flaw in the cloning process, I'm afraid. We're just not gonna acknowledge the whole cloning thing? Well, this won't do at all. We cannot have a flawed inspector running around besmirching the Manderville name. Master Poo-Poo, I must ask that we hunt down and liquidate my other self as soon as possible. Might we delay the search for your comrade until the deed is done? Poo-Poo, the imperfect clone was of my making. It is only right that I redress my mistake first. So begins the case of the imposter inspector. Oh, that does sound exciting. If you don't mind me coming along, I can show you the place where I saw the imposter inspector. Things are getting out of hand. Now there's two of them. Alright, let's head on over to the north side then. Yep, over by the entrance. I could take Argos again, but I think I'm just gonna fly this time. Hopefully this doesn't take too much longer, but at the same time I kinda... I was trying to plan my next couple streams around the content that we had left. or the 6.2 content that I wanted to do, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to everyone. It was right around here. I wonder what all other nefarious abnormalities this so-called M-capable alien is hiding. Woo-woo. My ship's matter duplication facility is prone to occasional glitch. I should probably have that looked at. Yes, you probably should. Not you. Do you always have to fall asleep like this? I espy with my little eye no dashingly defective gentleman. He can't have made it that far on foot. You do not know how Manderville men run. Why don't we try searching the immediate area? Scan the horizon, that kind of thing. Then I suggest we split up, so we can cover more ground. Nashu, Perlin, and I will investigate to the west. Right, I'll take these two and head east. You know, Damien with the two aliens, great idea. Splitting the party again? And you're leaving me with the aliens? Yes. Oh, relax, Bright Eyes. We'll have a nice chat, and I can disabuse you of all those strange conspiritual notions. Oh, and we can get to know our new friend here. Oops, let us begin. Okay, they're accompanying me. Alright, let's see. Is there a speech bubble? Yeah, let's go to the speech bubble first. Don't mind this. It was just, you know, a god. Here's a big bad god. I killed him. Behold, the sublime vista. 'Tis as if the moon herself breathes beneath our feet. Oh, look down there. They have their very own hot spring. That's not a hot spring, Nashu. My dear Nashu, what you are observing is no hot spring, but a natural reservoir of ceruleum, with such a rich resource to hand. What? With such a rich resource to hand, it is no wonder they can afford this palliative residence. Sure. I'm glad you're here to educate me, Inspector. I was about to have a quick soak. Nashu, how are you still alive? How are either of them? Oh no, Manderville's alive. Oh, look down there. They've thrown her. Yeah, we did this. Oh, good. I was about to have a soak. Oh no. Oh, let's take this one first. Hammer struck thinker. A goldsmithing hammer is lodged in the thinker's carcass. It appears to have been dealt a single swift killing blow. Yep, that sounds like a Manderville man. Cool. These bugs grow big up here, don't they? This hammer, surely it cannot be. Nay, it does not bear thinking about. Come along, nothing to see here. Now the question is it Godbert or is it his clone? Because I believe Hildibrand was trained in the ways of the Manderville goldsmiths. Not a single cloud in sight. In fact, I've never seen the night sky so clearly. Now that you mention it, it's been a night time the entire time we've been here. How much longer until the dawn breaks, do you think? What a dazzling display of stars. Not a single cloud in sight. In fact, oh right, okay, so like apparently, if you talk to Nachu, it skips that first piece of dialogue, but if you talk to Hildibrand, it adds a piece of dialogue to it. Maybe let's check on this unfortunate moose, not mouse. Another goldsmith hammer, another killing blow that bespeaks unparalleled strength. It looks like he's yawning. The hammer's stuck in his head, suppose the effect though. He cannot be here. Why would he be here? That's a goldsmithing tool, isn't it? It looks awfully familiar. And yet, unrelated to our case. Moving on. People, moving on. He's really afraid of what we're gonna find. Let's see. Oh, there's the last one. Trail of fancy footprints. A set of gentlemanly tracks leads northwest. Aha! In the sand, in the snow, or in a half-ilm of moondust. I'd recognize those fancy footprints anywhere. They're a perfect copy of mine. Our fugitive imposter must be just up ahead. I sense a gentlemanly presence. He's close. Very close. No clones in the northwest quadrant that we could see. Oh, there's Mr. Poo-Poo. That's clever. Mr. Poo-Poo can scout us from the air. Scout for us from the air. Aha! I found me. Why? Why did I flee, Hildiclone? He seems sad, downcast, very uninspector-like. A flawed creation, to be sure. Such negative emotions would never mar the heart of a true Manderville man. Uh-oh. Oh no. That chest. Those glasses. That hair. That gentlemanly presence. It could only be Master Godbert. He's already quivering in fear. Praise Thal for his patience. 'Twould seem my beloved Hildy has been awoken from his unnatural slumber. He missed! He missed! Abandoning my gentlemen, comrades to save myself, my pride in worse tatters than any maltreated wardrobe. My fatherly love denied. Unthinkable, unless that is not my son. He notices it immediately. He's already gone. Uh-oh. This is not what he expected to see. Oh, that's scary. Another of me survived. I'll not turn tail and run this time. No, sir. Hildibrand to the rescue. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We're gonna get them confused now. Round and round as fast as I can. It can't slow down. I'm a Manderville man. Manderville dance of the ephemeral twins. What is this? And they're gone. Oh no. And now we don't know which one's the clone. Of course it's right in the nose. Wait, what? What? I'm utterly speechless. Now I know I'm dreaming. That can't possibly be real. Nope, this is just Hildibrand. Ah, that was a little something we were preparing to welcome the people of Aetheris. I almost forgot it was still there. Why would we ever want that? Oh no, the ship's down. Uh-oh. What a mess. Oh, there's Greg's chicken. The barrage appears to have stopped, but just look at all this junk. Please be sure to pick up your litter before you leave. The moon belongs to everyone, you know. What's he got here? Oh ho! We just get to sweep everything up. Oh good, we didn't get confused on who was who. Hildibrand Helior, Maximilian Manderville, how glad I am to see you and up and about. Your mother will be beside herself with joy. I only stand before you now thanks to Nashu, who stood ever vigilant at my bedside, and to Brillian, who ferried my soul back across the rift. My son is indeed blessed with comrades of quality. You have my heartfelt gratitude. To you, Master Poo-Poo, I extend my apologies. In my excitement, I fear I have broken your starship. If there is aught I can do to help your effect repairs, you have only to ask. Poo-Poo! My vessel experienced a temporary malfunction, but there was no major structural damage somehow. It brings me relief and joy to hear that. Ahem. Might I have a word, Brilliant? I had actually come to the moon in search of a certain rare ore, and by Thal's good grace, my quest has been successful. What rare ore? Oh, right, this is going to be for the Manderville weapons. The ore, however, is but the first step of a longer saga. Meet me back in Radzat-Han, and I will explain the role I wish you to play. I need you to collect a bunch of tomes in this very, very original and creative way of doing the relic weapons. Yes, I think it best we make the journey starwards. We'll not find Master Poo-Poo's friend from here, unless someone packed an extra officious spyglass. Anybody? No? Then home it is. Hold on a minute. For years, I've chased after the supernatural and inexplicable, but to encounter so much of this in such a short span of time, my mind still reels from the implications. The implication that you're an idiot? Yet, I must keep my gaze focused beyond the veil. A chance like this comes only once in a lifetime. Please don't put it in your stupid conspiracy magazine. Nope, let's talk to everyone and then wrap this up. Now begins the hard work of compiling my notes into a structured account of events. There is so much to say, I may need to stretch this over several articles. See, I told you I recognized those hammers. A good inspector never forgets a tool. Poo-Poo, you needn't worry about the clones returning to plague you. The vaporization rarely disassembles matter on a molecular level. How nice. Maybe let's talk to Hildibrand and wrap this up. Ah, how lovely it is to be back on the star of my birth. Father did not tarry to chat, but said something about returning here with a trusted employee. We've no time for further familiar pleasantries. Nashu and I must devote all our mental energies to the case of the silent correspondent. Oh, there's the stupid Lala. My keen inspector senses impels me to begin our search in that direction. Make haste, my companions, for justice waits for no man, not even one who is little and blue. Inspector, wait! Can't justice make an exception for me? His channeling appears to be remarkably effective. No, it's not. Fascinating, yes. Most fascinating indeed. Brilliant, forgive me. I seem to be laboring under a misconception. After spending some time with the Xeno Bunnies, it has become clear to me that they have not the slightest intention of invading our star. There is no threat. They are no threat to us. Good. But he is. Oh well, I mean, I'm not gonna completely deny that. You know of whom I speak. That oh no, I was gonna say Hildibrand, but Master Poo-Poo, nah, you're probably wrong. That devious Master Poo-Poo and his diabolical devices devised solely for world domination. I shall have to investigate him further to learn the intricacies of his plan, but I may require your aid, not to mention your interpretation. I'll even pay you a retainer fee. Oh, I like the sound of that. So please, when the time comes, join me on my quest for the truth. The truth is that you're an idiot, Damien. Ah, brilliant. My apologies for the wait. Shall we proceed to business then? The task at hand concerns nothing less than a family legacy. The recreation of the historically significant and astronomically magnificent Manderville weapons. They were the designs of a distant ancestor, you see, while the originals have long since vanished. The manual containing the secrets of their construction survived, a precious heirloom passed down through generations of Mandervilles. Why the sudden passion for weaponsmithing? Aren't your hammers built for hammering gold? Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering. 'Tis true that, as a goldsmith, I've had little occasion for crafting implements of war. Why this project and why now? You may very well ask. Then I shall very well tell you. It's because Square Enix could not think of anything else to do, and they decided to use this instead of creating a whole new zone like they did with Eureka and, Bojaz. Yeah, Bojaz. That's, I don't know the inner workings of their place, but this is still a bit of a letdown. The tale begins not so long ago. I was here in Radzatan to discuss a deal with an up-and-coming merchant. The matter in question was an acquisition proposal. Alas, the talk soured, so I made preparations to depart. It was then that the sky burst into flames. How convenient. You know all too well what horrors followed. I did my best to defend the citizenry from the beasts which spawned, yet I could not save them all. Saved far too few, in fact. The memory of it haunted me day and night, and I found myself unable to work. But then I heard the news of how you and your companions had ventured forth to banish this evil as its source. You forged on in the face of deepest despair, and it gave me courage to do the same. I took a good, hard look in the looking glass and asked, what can Godobert Manderville do to safeguard the people of this star? Thus did I realize that I had both the knowledge and the skill to forge the greatest of weapons, that I might empower the others to protect themselves and their fellow man. Sure. So I began going down the list, acquiring the necessary materials with single-minded purpose. One of these was a goodly chunk of the purest Mandarium ore, a metal found exclusively in the meteorites, and that only rarely. I searched high and low, scouring impact sites and consorting with cobalts, all to no avail. Then, when none was to be found on Heidelin, I set my sights on the moon, where I at last obtained a sizable sample. Now I say, at last, but the list of materials goes on. If I'm to collect the rest in a timely fashion, I must employ the help of a comrade of quality like me. When you can spare me a moment from adventuring or aiding my dear son in his inspecting, pray drop a word in the ear of my manservant here. Okay, sounds good to me. I shall clear my schedule of trivial interruptions, and we can proceed with the recreation of a Manderville weapon forthwith. One last cutscene? Yeah, meanwhile, elsewhere in Radzatan. Oh my. And who is this? So last time they had a person like this, it ended up just being a girl or something, right? In like AR. Maybe that wasn't last time. Ah, okay. Gotta recover the robot. Sound the alarm! A prisoner is escaping! Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to be catching this guy. Looks so goofy. Ah, yes. Just frolicking on the moon, as one inspector does. And all the clones. And the sad clone. Alright, that wraps up the 6.2 quests. Let's go ahead and start off the Manderville weapons. Please note that completing a quest Manderville, you will receive a Manderville weapon for a warrior. That's fine, that's what I want. Please ensure you've changed the desired class. Yes, yes, as a warrior. Make it a Manderville. The House Manderville manservant has been patiently waiting to speak to you. Mistress Mason, I'm not gonna read this much because I'm not gonna make this into a video. I just need to do the Manderville weapons for my warrior. Mistress Mason, how wonderful. By the way, I already have enough scripts to do this step. Regarding said endeavor, we borrowed a corner or high crucible in which you can base a crafting station, so kind of follow me. Okay. Sounds good, except you said follow you, and then you kind of teleported away. Need to look at what a place to train is. I think that's the training grounds that they've had with Heaven's Ward and Stormblood. I think there was a Shadowbringers one too, but I don't remember. I probably should just grab that real quick because oh no, this was technically the right way, but I thought it was going to be in here, not in here. Oh well, it's gotta take a little bit extra time to walk over there, or just like jump down. Guess this didn't really have any. Wait a minute, what? Mila. Gods, is that you, Brilliant? It's so good to see you again. Oh yes, my mother and I had it out after I returned. What? And I had it out after I returned. She believed studying sorcery was a waste of my talents, until I explained everything I learned during my time abroad. I now have her full support, and I couldn't have done it if not for you and Lady Ameliance. I'm now working for the High Crucible as an apprentice alchemist. It hasn't been easy, but I know it will all have been worth it when I've fulfilled my promise and made my dream a reality. I'll make sure to include that in the Ameliance video. I'm very surprised that I actually found her there. Anyway, let's talk to House Manderville manservant. Our humble base of operations. You will no doubt be coming back and forth many times in the days ahead, so I strongly suggest that you attune into the city Aetherite. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Otherwise, I trust you are all set to proceed. One moment whilst I inform Lord Manderville of your arrival. So instead of going to Geralt, we go to Manderville. Oh, welcome, Brilliant, welcome. With your stalwart assistance added into the mix, I have every confidence that this adventure in foraging will be a complete success. And so, let us begin with a detailed exposition of the history of Manderville weaponry. Let's not. Kinda just want to be done with this, to be honest. So, when I say Manderville weaponry, what I refer to is the series of masterpieces crafted by the legendary artisan Godbrand Manderville. the First Lord of House Manderville. Made with mystical mandarium. What? These purportedly peerless armaments are perhaps our most prized treasures, or at least they were, until someone misplaced them. Terrible housekeeping, that. Fortunately, the time-worn manual in which Hildibrand penned his secrets is both intact and still within our possession. Thus, with this precious family heirloom in hand, and a ready supply of purest ore, I intend to recreate what was lost. The work, however, cannot proceed without a few more key ingredients that cost tomes. Okay. I should like to call upon you, procure materials, as you have provided seasoned adventure, yeah. Excellent. I knew I could count on you. As a goldsmith, crafting weaponry is akin to venturing into unknown territory, and I would place my trust only in the most proficient guides. Well, I am a max crafter, so. Speaking of which, I introduce one of the very best of the business. Come over here, my friend. I bet it's Geralt. Yep, it's Geralt. It's gotta be Geralt. Oh, bloody hells. I had a feeling you were the adventurer his lordship mentioned, was helping out like a fly on shite whenever you catch a whiff of shiny new weapons, ain't you? Ah. You don't seem too eager to be here. And why should I be? Look at this gill-added dandy I'm forced to hammer for. I'd rather drag me stones across hot coals than forge yet another rich old bastard's trinkets. Is that the way of it then? I contacted Rowena, hoping to employ the talents of Eorzea's finest smith. But as you clearly have no interest in providing your services, I shall hire another artisan. We can put this talk to stones and coals behind us. Wait. You got it all wrong, your lordship. This is just a bit of smitty humor and to lighten the mood. Sure, Geralt, sure. And I would be honored to work on your Manderville weapon. So here's the thing. I already spent the coin this job will bring me on some right fancy bottles of Thavenarian liquor. And you wonder why you have no money, Geralt. I can't afford not to do this. So that means we're back in business. Yes, marvelous. Geralt, please. Aye, it's bloody splendid it is. Your crew is all present and accounted for, so let's get smithin'. There is naught I'd like to do more. Presently, however, there are 3 conundrums which stand between us and making any Manderville armaments a reality. The first one is the devising of a method for working with Mandarium. That name. From what I've been able to decipher from the manual, the process is quite demanding. You just leave that to old Geralt, and I've yet to meet a metal I can't beat into shape. Oh, then I shall cede that chore to your artisanal ingenuity. The second is the crafting of ornamentation, which will amplify the weapon's etheric intensity. If it's a sturdy blade you need, then I'm your man, but fiddly bits of decoration are not in me smith and wheelbarrow. Then 'tis fortunate that fiddling with bits is most assuredly in mine. Excuse me? Though it shall no doubt be a challenge, creating suitably exquisite adornments is a task well suited to me and my goldsmithing hammer. As for the third and final problem, wanting for resolution, we require a vial of Exalt Manderville. Sure. If one is access to industrial-sized alchemical furnace, it should be possible to extract this superlative mineral oil from Mandervalium-rich meteorites. Assuming I've understood what I heard in the process, this Alexander Manderville, what's the oil, is the key to maximizing etherical conductivity. I thought it was running Alexander A9S repeatedly. Oh, that's news to me. and thanks to the good graces of the High Crucible, we have the extraction apparatus we might require. We require right here. All that remains is to collect 3 or so goodly chunks of Mandarium meteorite. That will be charged to beryllium. They cost 500 scripts each. Right then, I will see about preparing mineral materials for my share of the workload. And I'll start stoking the flames. Sounds like we'll need them nice and hot. Actually, we use ice cubes to smelt this one. Oh, Rowena asked me to tell you something. Seems like one of her lackeys has oh so bloody convenient set up shop by the Aetherite. Of course she does. I already bought stuff from that one. Last by the name of Hildibrand. Jobrana, I think it was. Could save you some searching, but she sure is a shite ain't giving out skyrocks for free. Oh, that's true. So wasn't it so that ore supposed to be incredibly rare? Why is it? Why does her shop have it? Let's see. Oh yeah, right. This was the person. Tombstone exchange, yeah. You must be the famous Brilliant. Mistress Rowena said to expect you and to assist with any procurement requests. Mandarium meteorite? Why yes, we happen to have cornered the market on that particular asset. Of course they have. Oh, only so many of them fall to the sky, you see, and collectors offer top gill for such rarities. In your case, however, I've been instructed to request payment in alternative currency. Say it with me now. Elegant tome stones. They knew they were being jokers with this. The going rate is 500 causality tomes. Well, good thing they're at comedy tomes, because I would just be ridiculous. If it was current tomes, that would just be like absurd. But let's go ahead and buy the 3 I need. Yes. Yeah, I made sure that I had 1500 before I started this. Anyway, that's all we're gonna need to do, so let's go turn them in and get my first Manderville weapon. Alright, Geralt, here's your ore. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Let's see the goods. Oh, here it is. Aye, these are proper sky rocks and no mistake. Godbird's not back yet, but I reckon we can get a head start extracting the special oil in this. Sure. Bugger, this might as well be cooking grease for all the conductivity it's got. I must have botched one of the steps, but which one? Pretty sure I followed the instructions to damn letter. There was no fault in your process, Master Geralt. Them thighs. Oh, then how do you explain this bottle of weak piss sitting on me anvil? It has yet to undergo the final treatment, an advanced oil pressing technique passed down through the generations of Manderville lubricant enthusiasts. Oh no. Oh no. It'd take more than enthusiastic oil press in the... Oh no, I know where this is going. Oh yeah, you little faith, observe. Geralt's gonna get slathered with the oil. I think my character likes what she sees. Hey, godsman! What the hells are you stripping down to your small clothes for? I should have known you were just some degenerate fop. Patience, Master Geralt. This is merely the prelude. Behold, the mighty squats of a Manderville man! The camera. That should be enough to get the juices flowing. Now, to demonstrate the aforementioned technique. I mean, that wasn't the technique. A single drop of potency-empowered Manderville perspiration. What? Ye gods! It's full of stars! Final Fantasy XIV is a very serious game about serious topics. Also, Final Fantasy XIV. But that doesn't change anything. You're still just an eccentric old bugger prancing about in sweating old things. Well, I mean, I guess it's better than running A9S 20 times. Maybe so, but look closer, Master Geralt. Thus is the Exlamanderville made ready. It's so dumb. This is so dumb. What do you mean ready? All you did was add your drippings. Bugger me! It ain't possible. Don't suppose you are explaining this, are you? You can't explain Manderville, man. One does not simply reveal the tricks of one's trade, especially of long-guarded family traditions. As a fellow professional, I'm sure you understand. Aye, well, it makes no difference to me. Wouldn't be caught dead doing them creepy poses. What are you talking about, man? That's the poses of gentlemen. Rinsing banter aside, I do believe this puts us in possession of all the necessary components. 'Tis your time to shine, Master Geralt. Oh, I'll shine all right. You're a cut above the average craftsman, I'll grant you that, but you still got a few rungs to climb. Best shield your eyes, ladies and gents, because my work is positively blinding. Sure, Geralt. Sure. It doesn't look too bad if you like with a warrior aesthetic, but I don't. I like the class, but I don't like the aesthetic. Success, just as I predicted. That right there is a collaborative masterpiece. The Manderville Axe. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be a higher eye level than my current axe because I got a 620 item and I think this is 610. But I would love to see my ancestors' wondrous forge work recreated. You've made me a happy Manderville man brilliant. Let's not break out the bubbly booze yet, your lordship. We've got a ways before we can call this work finished. Master Geralt is quite right. I've neglected to properly explain that this is but the first stage of a much grander creation, the bare bones of the weaponry, if you will. Aye, now begins the endless chore of refinement, which means I'll be stuck here for God knows how long. I'm loath to monopolize your time, my good blacksmith, but the manual is written in most confounding cipher. I'm not even certain when I will finish decoding the next step. It'll probably take till the next patch, even. So I'm sitting idle. Idle then. At least I'm a few bottles of quality liquor to keep me company. Sure. A regrettable yet unavoidable delay. Let us reconvene when the manual has given up its secret, shall we? In 6.35. Meanwhile, I leave the weaponry in your battle-hardened hands. When next we meet, your report of its performance will be indispensable in guiding our improvements. Ah, and should you wish to experiment with a different variety of Manderville weapon. This highly trained House Manderville artisan is at your service. I've imparted to him on the necessary techniques for facilitating this initial stage of crafting. He requires only a contribution of Mandarium meteorite to forge a weapon of your choosing. I'm so sorry, sir. Another near-naked bastard? Well, your Mandeville folk have against trousers. Oh. I'm with Geralt on this one. One half-naked buff man is enough for me. Well, I guess there's two on screen right now, so... You know what? I don't even want to know. Just leave the smithing to me. When I do a job, I do it right. Very well, I shall return anon. I'm most eager to see the next stage of our masterpiece take shape. Well, that was interesting. Repeatable quest? Yeah, like usual. So I guess I'll need to do that eventually for all the weapons, but obviously I'm not doing that right now. Now, let me see. What did I have planned? Okay, so we unlocked the first Manderville weapon. Yeah, so this doesn't look half bad, and like let's see, if I put the rest of my gear on, no, not display gear. How do I? Yeah, okay, that looks okay. Whatever, I gotta hold on to it anyway. See, this is 615. I think mine is 620. So I'll just put it in the armory chest, and it's not better, right? Yeah, because I got lucky on getting a 620 weapon, or of course for warrior. And I actually got all 620 accessories too, but I think I bought like only one of these. Anyway, let me think for a second, because I might want to go do a little bit more today. Where do I unlock? Yeah, it's Seeking Sanctuary for the quest. So I wanted to do... I think I wrote this down. Let me check. So for the content that I want to do, I need to do the last Arkasodara quest. There's Tataru's Grand Endeavor, Tales of a Newfound Adventure, the raid, unlocking Omicrons, and then Island Sanctuary. So I could probably do like Grand Endeavor and Newfound Adventure and the last Arkasodara quest in one stream. They'd probably be pushing it a little bit, but I think I could do it. So I want to go and unlock Island Sanctuary, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we unlock that in, I believe it's... Yeah, we unlocked that in not Radzethan, Old Charlian. So let's head on over there. The quest is called Seeking Sanctuary. Actually, this is going to take a little time, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do it. Yeah, Seeking Sanctuary. Go and talk to the Clueless Crier. I'm going to switch over to Botanist. Miner, doesn't matter. Switch over to Miner for this. Talk to the Clueless Crier. Seeking Sanctuary. The Clueless Crier, employed by Taru's boutique, inexplicably does not recognize you. How? Good morrow to you, my lady. Come to see Taru's boutique in the flesh, no doubt. Might I interest you in one of the world-famous silk socks? They're so comfortable, you won't even realize you're wearing them. No thanks. What's that? You're an acquaintance of the proprietress? Yeah. Heavens, you are the Brilliant. Mr. Tataru has told me all about you. Come to think of it, I was to inform her immediately if you happened to stop by. Please, wait just a moment. I'll go and fetch her immediately. There you are, Brilliant. Sorry to keep you waiting. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Business is booming and I can hardly keep up. Not that I'm complaining. Our connections across the star has already paying dividends. But I'm sure you're wondering why I wish to speak with you. I have a surprise for you, a gift, in fact. A gorgeous, exclusive, and above all, properly registered Island Sanctuary! Excuse me? You heard that right. I, Tataru, am presenting you with your very own island. I know you will be tempted to demur with "Are you certain?" or "You're far too kind," but quite certain, and yes, I know. But I hope you can accept this gift in the spirit of friendship. I have seen the weight of the burdens you carry firsthand, after all. You rose to become the champion of Eorzea, and now a hero known across the star and beyond, which leaves very few places where you might be free of duty and expectation. As I considered where you might find such an oasis, an idea washed over me like an oncoming tide, the sea, an island paradise with naught but the serenity of nature for moms. Even you should be free to relax. So, what do you say? Yes? 1,000 times yes? It's as though you read my mind. What are we waiting for? Toss me the hold and set sail. It's good to know we're of the same mind. Truly, there is no time like the present to be on our way. We make for Morbi dry docks. Look for Baldin, a skipper near the Aetherite. He should be expecting us. Okay, I didn't expect the custom quest accept message. Or icon. Well, I'll return to Limsa and then I'll teleport down to southern or lower Lenosha. I think that's where Morbi Drive Docks is. I'll have to go ahead and take a little bit of a shortcut. Go into lower Lenosha here and then I'll reduce the Aetherite cost. Yep, Morbi Dry Docks. And there's Baldin. Ahoy there, lass. You must be little mistress's friend. Been fixed up with your own island, eh? Said she'd be along shortly herself, but speak of the devil. She's ready to go. Brilliant! I thought I'd dress light for our voyage, given the notorious humidity of the southern islands. I trust everything is in order, Baldin. Aye, just give me an all and I'll ready to set sail. We've got nothing to fear where we're going, not since any marauder with an ounce of sense in 'em up their axe. The old island sanctuary business came about from the Admiral reckoning we need something to do. Now, piracy's off the table, matter of fact. Just look at me, a bloody stand-up citizen ferrying folks around. Any road, you're packed rather light for a venture of this sort. You do realize you're responsible for bringing your own tools and supplies? Not to worry, we'll procure everything there. Are you sure about that, Tataru? I'm the one who's bringing a pickaxe. Yo, what now? How the hell do you plan that? Don't ask those kinds of questions, Baldin. Do not ask those kinds of questions. This is Tataru we're talking about. Oh, I have a little something in mind. Let's just say, the idea was good enough to land us our permit. Is that so? Well, best of luck to you both. I'm sure you're itching to see your new domain, so I'll fill you in on all the juicy details once we arrive. Make preparations. We leave port the moment you give the word. I'll be out waiting for you on the ferry. Island Sanctuary now accessible. Oh, let's go ahead and talk to Balden and get on over there. Ahoy there, lass! Where can I take you? The island. Where else? Taro pulling a Luffy there. Brilliant! Look towards the horizon. Beautiful, isn't it? Ah, there's nothing like a sea voyage to rekindle the adventuring spirit. So, what do you think? This untamed isle of yours to cultivate as you see fit, or not, as it were. If nothing else, think of it as your personal hideaway, a not-so-secret one. You mean not-so-secret, Taru? Ooh, that does look pretty cool. Too bad you can't, I'm pretty sure it would not surprise me if you can't explore, like, most of it. Like, it's a pretty small zone or something. Yeah, let's see what kind of map we got. And that's actually pretty big. The refreshing caresses of the wind, the soothing whisper of the waves. How liberating. I admit, I've been looking forward to joining you here. Now, this may... Hold on. I was just thinking of Tataru's preach. Or preaches Tataru. Doing his Tataru impression talking about island sanctuaries. Yeah, I gave them this stupid island. A bunch of suckers. Alright, let's continue. Now this may come as a bit of a surprise, but the isle was once commandeered by a band of pirates and used as a supply base. Fortunately for us, the group disbanded years ago, and the isle has since largely returned to its natural state. As you know all too well, Meroweb's never been one to sit around idly. She's had her eyes on the Ciadales. I don't know how to say that. I think they said it at some point, but I forget. Formulating plans for island settlements for years. Now that a sense of peace has settled throughout the realm, she finally decided to put those plans in motion. A chosen few have been permitted to become keepers of private islands in this vast archipelago, and you're one of them. My industrious idea of procuring all materials needed to settle here locally struck a chord with the Admiral when she read my proposal, so much so that she was happy to grant me a deed. You'll be handling said procurement, I hope? This is not exactly a one-woman job. Not to worry, I've arranged for ample assistance. You! I shall happily introduce you in just a moment, and you'll need to follow me toward the charming little clearing I've designated as your base of operations. If we simply clamber up the slope ahead and proceed along the path, we should soon bump into, well, you'll see. Okay, Tataru. Oh, you can't mount right yet. You can't mount yet. I forget, did they make mounting make it so that you couldn't mount initially here. I know, like, when Eureka came out, you couldn't ride your mount there, which is really stupid. Felicious Furball? Should you have any questions regarding the development of the Isle, please keep them to yourself until pleasantry requirements are fulfilled. Okay. She just got a bunch of mammoths so that she didn't have to pay them? Yeah, that sounds like Tatara. Allow me to introduce you to the Felicious Furball, the leader of your realm of helpers. Team of helpers. Well, 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 if it isn't the owner herself, it shall be my pleasure to advise you whether you desire it or not. Oh yes, I think we'll get along just fine. In addition to our feline friend here, I took the liberty of preparing a variety of other mammoths to assist with construction and development of the Isle. You'll be pleased to know that there are the latest and greatest models developed by one of the most brilliant minds in Charlian. I heard that a professor of the studium was searching for a means to make use of his advanced automata. To make a long story short, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. I am so sorry, sir. And managed to acquire all of them for an unbeatable price of free. I am so sorry that you had to deal with this. Tataru. As I understand, the mammoths were produced in secret, whilst the Forum formulated plans for the mass exodus, intended to be used as laborers on distant stars to help constructing a new home for the people of Aetheres. It seems all reason for their existence vanished when the threat to our star was erased. Why would it vanish? You have plenty of use for that here. You know, free labor. Realize how many entrepreneurs that would be very interested in some free labor? As you can imagine, the professor was quite conflicted over what to do with the remains of what may be his life's work. But after some negotiation, again, I am so sorry you had to deal with this, I convinced him to trust them to us, on the condition we share the data received from development of the Isle. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit more strong-arming in that argument than she's making it sound like. Further, while I know that it sounds like an ordeal and a half to procure all necessities from the island itself, buying all of them would be very expensive, and I want to save some gil. There is an ample practical justification for such experimentation. You see, the Admiral's vision is for people from all walks of life to have access to these island sanctuaries, and my idea might just have been the most effective way to accomplish that. If one has the capital at hand to purchase the materials and equipment needed for such a bold endeavor, it is simply a matter to subsist safely and comfortably in a remote location, but that limits the potential isle keepers to a paltry few. What of those without such funds, who simply wish to enjoy nature and live off the land? We must prove that such a feat is possible, and assist in providing these would-be isle keepers with the knowledge they need to succeed. Interesting. Only then will these islands truly be sanctuaries, and I can do whatever I want with them after I blackmail some more people. Did I mention I own a percentage of every single island? Fret not, Mistress Tataru, with authentic Charlian ingenuity and know-how at my claw tips, this simple-minded individual, despite the enhancements in our vocal organ design, the mechanism still gets stuck from time to time. Goodness, that's a relief, but I should have leave you to get properly acquainted. I'll return to see the fruits of your partnership when you're ripe for the picking. Yeah, Tataru, you're not going to do anything here. For now, enjoy your own personal paradise. Cultivate the land or explore. The choice is yours. Yes, welcome to the island. Give the word and you've When you've finished oogling the surroundings, I'd prefer to get on with this sordid business sooner rather than later. Sooner than later. I should very much like to discuss the matter of my payment. Excuse me, what? You may invite party members, free company members, and friends to visit your island once you've reached sufficient stage of development. Okay. I don't really care. Okay, let's see. Welcome to home. Explore the wilds. No class restrictions. Let's see. Regardless of crafting or gathering experience, come on by. Island experience and sanctuary. Accumulate island experience by engaging in activities on your island to increase your sanctuary rank as your sanctuary increases, so too will facets of life. Realize the visions of your newfound sanctuary by following a series of simple steps, and life on the island will be nothing more than perfect paradise. Yeah, sure. So my understanding of this is that you can grind XP, but it's much better to just do the daily quests. So let's go ahead and talk to the furball, see if I can get just a little bit more progress, then I want to wrap things up for tonight. Now listen, Brillian. May I call you Brillian? Well, I will anyway. Before we get started, I want to make it very clear that, well, we may be the owner. I command the mammoths, and as such, I demand a considerable sum. I would hate for us to get off on the wrong foot. With that settled, beyond this slope lies a clearing that Mr. Zataro believed would serve well as a base of operations. Let us give it a look, shall we? Okay, can I mount up it? Nope, not yet. Guess it doesn't really matter that much. A fine place to set up shop, would you not agree? Yes, I think it will do nicely. Now, while it has much potential, this clearing is currently as bare as a white baboon's buttocks. We will need some form of shelter from the elements if we're truly to make something of this place. Mr. Zataro has told me of your exploits, but I think it's safe to assume chopping down a tree with your bare hands is outside your repertoire. Not that I'd ask you to, even if you could. We need tools for delicate work of this nature. As such, the first order of business is to craft yourself a hatchet. Is this gonna take up my equipment inventory? Or is it just gonna be like one hatchet, one pickaxe? I really hope it's gonna be like that, not like a bunch of different ones. You'll need 3 palm leaves and 2 stones and branches each. Follow east along the path and make your first foray into the wilderness to procure them. Should you get any funny ideas about exploring the isle, opt to leave me out here in the waste in the rain, you will find my twin, the furious football, waiting here for you instead. Before you go, I have something for you. It's called the Isle Keeper's Index. It's to help you keep track of your projects here on the island. Can't have you running about watering mammoths instead of plants. I think I know the difference. That should be all for now. Safe travels. I'll be waiting here should you need me. If I've disappeared, it's because I've been mauled by a wild animal, I assure you. Isle Keeper's Index now accessible. Access to innovate crucial information. Now collect materials. Gather mode, which may be enabled by selecting the appropriate icon from the modes section of the Isle Keeper's Index. For additional information regarding gathering on the Isle, access the guide to Isle Keeper's Index. You perform all the actions necessary to develop your island sanctuary by utilizing the modes available in Isle Keeper's Index. Finally, make use of duty actions, mounts, and modes to become the master of your new domain. Okay. Making that, what's the right word? Oh, I'll return. Okay, that's actually useful. Now, can I move? Oh, right, this is part of the UI. This is part of the, Eureka UI, or duty actions, as they call them. So, I have a sprint and an Isle sprint? Or are they tied together? Okay, they're the same thing, but they have... Okay, this has a 60-second cooldown and this doesn't. Okay, that's good to know. But I can't drag it. That's really annoying. Okay, let's go ahead and check on this. Now, let's switch to gather mode. That's what we need, because we need to gather those leaves. And now I can mount up, right? Yep. Let's see, the guide... Yeah, I don't care that much. Okay, so there is a gathering log. Visions... Realizing the visions will help you make Sanctuary as best it can. Sanctuary rank, you'll get XP by doing stuff, and then the index. Okay. The inventory, yes. Oh, good. You have a separate inventory. And the gathering log, which I haven't found anything yet. So let's head on up there. Oh, okay, it just tells me where they are. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Oh wow, your mount speed is way faster. This is way faster than regular mount speed. I mean, it is a pretty big area. Okay, so we need 2 branches, 2 stones, and 3 leaves. Well, can we get a branch here? Oh, it's probably a leaf from here, yeah. We got 1 leaf. This looks like lumber of some sort. Yeah, let me know pumpkin, so I don't need that. I don't need any of these. Okay, let's just get some more of the leaves. Need 2 more leaves. Oh, this is a different tree. Okay, that's where I get the branches from. And what's this? Okay, this gives me a vine, and this will give me another one of the branches. And now I need another leaf, and then are there stones up there? Oh, this is I see the wood icon there. Yeah, this is an apple tree. Probably give me an apple or something. Nope, a vine. Okay. So let me. Oh, okay. It's not gonna show me there. I need a bigger tree. It's not this, is it? No, that's a too long tree. Apple tree. Okay, I haven't gotten these yet. Let's check the dirt. Okay, that's where I can get sand. What about this? This is a stone. That's sand. Sugarcane. Let's try grabbing that. That's a cotton plant. I don't have that yet. I guess I should probably stay in the circle, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm getting off track. I need to do the quest. Okay, let's head back into the circle over here. Okay, this tree should give me one, right? Yeah, mahogany tree. Okay, that's sap. That's not what I need. It's an apple tree. Mahogany tree. Oh, here we go. Palm tree. That'll give me the leaf. Still need the stones, though. It looks like a stone should be over here somewhere. Okay, smooth white rock. Let's gather a couple more. These are stones, right? Yeah, that's what I need. What's the... Okay, recast is 5 seconds. Let's just go back like this. Alright, Furious. You're not the Furious Furball? Excellent. You've collected everything. We can move on to crafting your very first tool. Then, a hatchet. While you were out gathering, you could do little more than scavenge the odd branch here and there from trees, yes? Well, that will all change in just a moment. With the hatchet in hand, you may hack away at as many trees as you like to secure raw timber. The brilliance of the hatchet's design, a design of my own making, mind you, is that even a non-mammoth like yourself can craft it with your own 2 non-mammoth hands. Isn't that wonderful? I've uploaded the blueprints for the design to your index. Go on, make the hatchet. The craft feature is now available. Access the Sanctuary crafting log from the Islekeeper's index to review the materials necessary to craft an item and collect said materials to begin. Okay. Islekeeper Stone Hatchet recipe has been added to Sanctuary crafting log. Crafting this tool will allow you to gather logs from trees by cutting them down. Okay. Yeah, okay, and then we're probably gonna have our own, like, inventory and stuff for this. Okay. So, yep, let's craft the hatchet. Oh, that gave me quite a bit of XP. Interesting. And good, it didn't go into my regular inventory. Which means, oh good, that's nice. That's nice. So I can clear stuff out if I want to collect a specific resource. Let's stay in here. Then the inventory, oh good, yeah, so they're in tools. Those are all the tools. I'll eventually want to get all these. But I know, like, getting some of the animals is going to be a bit of a pain. It's like they supposedly spawn at, like, specific times and stuff. Yes, that is indeed a hatchet. With it, you can now collect all the logs you would ever want or need. Let's move on to the next phase, shelter. I like his little cape. The hatchet of yours should be able to cut through even the thick bark of a palm tree, meaning you can now collect palm logs, a material vital to our soon-to-be-built haven. The first building we make shall naturally be the most important, as it will be the very founding of our base of operations, and, seeing as I have a gift for naming things, I think it best we leave matters of nomenclature to myself. I hereby dub this essential facility the Cozy Cabin. Oh, I like it. Ugh, my poor back. Your tiny mammoth back. Well, I guess that's one. Oh, that's how it's gonna work. We're gonna be able to walk up to this and then contribute all the materials to get it to be built. Goodness, I'm due for a healthy amount of grease after that ordeal. Anyway, I've prepared the land. You'll need to prepare the rest. Check the logboard beside me to review the materials you'll need for the cabin. As we're building a cabin this time, and not a tool, the amount of materials required are a magnitude above what was needed before. Take your time collecting them if you must, but not too much. No, don't worry, I won't. In the meantime, I'll round up the other mammoths in preparation for constructing the cabin and begin ordering them around. You know, what I do best, clearly. The construct feature is now accessible. Access a logboard to review the materials necessary to construct a facility and collect said materials to build it. Okay. How many logs do I need for this? Is this going to be something I can do in like 5 minutes? I need... Oh, that's like not that much. But I'm getting a bit tired. So I'm going to continue this off stream because I'm not really going to make a video on this. So I'm just going to continue this off stream. So that actually knocks off one of the things I wanted to get done eventually. For 6.2 content. But let me look at what we're going to do. So let me actually first take this off the list. Okay. So for 6.2 content, we've got Tatara's Grand Endeavor Quest, Tales of Newfound Adventure, the next leg of Pandemonium, and I still need to do the last Arkasodara quest and unlock the Omicron quests. So I think I'm going to be off Friday for Thanksgiving. I think what I want to do is I'm going to do one thing I also want to do is I want to do the Stormblood Black Mage quests. So Friday, we're going to do the last Arkasodara quest and do the Stormblood Black Mage quests. Saturday, we're going to do Tatara's Golden Saucer, Tatara's Grand Endeavor, and the Tales for Newfound Adventure. And unlock Omicrons. Then Sunday, we're going to start Pandemonium and get as much as we can done on that. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. Anyway, that's all for today. My character looks amazing. Although I will say that the 100% breast size looks really bad. Like, they literally just look like balloons. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. I will probably continue Island Sanctuary off stream. Maybe I'll just use that as a thing to stream if I just need to grind, if I want to just do a weekday stream. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.